Oshawa power play is clicking or not, it depends how well they move the puck. If they're moving that puck really well, you know it's a good power play.
Lindros has Pearson and Craigwell up there with him. Here's Lindros, quick shot, he scores! Eric Lindros from the side of the net, and the Generals lead 1-0.
Lindros came in and just took Bugner, the captain, into the boards here. Gave him the big hit, got the stick up.
We've mentioned before that Eric Lindros has an idol in the NHL. It's Mark Messier. When the Edmonton Oilers are in trouble, they look to Messier. And when the Oshawa Generals are in trouble, you know who they look to. And Lindros said to me before this game that he felt a lot of pressure to perform and perform well in this game. He was looking for Yob, but it's too far. Now Yob in the corner behind the net. Checked there by Burgess. Yob tries to center from. They score! Yob got it right in front. And the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, thanks to the goal by Rick Kowalski, have tied the game at 1. Ahead for Claire Corner. Corner, along with Diesel. Big hit there. Denny Lambert drilled Claire Corner.
And Lambert, number 27, just comes right across the middle and lets them have it. Lambert is last year's OHL penalty minute leader.
With Colin Miller. Here's Robbie Pearson. Pearson checked by foot. The linesman got in the way there and took the worst of it. Now Yob stepped into Hoffman, who gave him a little shot back. O'Hagan to Lindros. Lindros across the line. Drop pass for Pearson. Pearson into the slot. Loses control. Davis to Pearson. Right in, he scores! Robbie Pearson, what a goal for Oshawa! Now here's a break for Sault Ste. Marie. Adam Foote across the line. 2-on-1 to Foote. Oh, and Tony Yob is robbed by Mike Fountain as Adam Foote got it in front of him. Nice save there by Mike Fountain, and now some more pushing and shoving in front as the Generals object to a shot taken of Mike Fountain after he had gloved the puck. But a nice save by Fountain on the 2-on-1.
Adam Foote and Tony Yob combine on a 2-on-1. Foote does a good job of giving it to Yob. So Eric Lindros comes in and really gives it to number 10, Jason Denemy. You'll see him here put the big collar on him and put his head down. We've got penalties on the play. Lindros in the penalty box. Tony Yob offsetting minors.
Picked up by Adam Foote. He's got Craigwell on him. Foote trying to get away. Craigwell dodges him every step of the way. Craigwell now runs over him into the board. There'll be a penalty on the play to the Oshawa Generals. Dale Craigwell will be going off as the referee, Don Van Massenhoven, calls Dale Craigwell for hitting from behind.
And that injury to insult, Craigwell was limping off the ice with a very sore leg. Took the worst of that collision with Adam Foote. Although Moravsky didn't. Adam Foote down on the ice. Adam Foote pulled a very quick reverse in his corner. Craigwell was bearing down on top of him. And Foote, as he turned right around, Craigwell ran right into the back of him. Here's Foote coming around, and watch him here. That's a very difficult one. You've got to call it because the Ontario Hockey League is cracking down on that. At the same time, the defenseman Foote completely reversed his direction and created the situation for it to happen. Nevertheless, in that situation, the player, no matter what, has to pull up a little bit because it can be a very dangerous situation going head first into the boards.
And ahead it goes to Intranuvo. 2 men back for the Generals. Intranuvo across the line. He's got Foote with him. Take that Piley and make that check big.
J.P. Davis, one of the defensemen who's probably playing as poor as any Oshawa defenseman in this series, comes up first with a big hit on Brad Tiley, a classic hip check.
Mike Cote gets a rare shift here for the Oshawa Generals, going off against Colin Miller. Cote, McPherson, and Bender out there. And now McPherson will step in to take the draw. Just under 17 minutes left in the second period. McPherson gets the draw. Back to O'Hagan and over to Davis. J.P. Davis. He's had a couple of good scoring opportunities in this game. Cote muscling along the boards. Gets pushing with Denemy. Didn't like the fact that he got a glove in the face and shoved him back. And referee Don Van Massenhoven will call penalties. Away comes Sault Ste. Marie. Bugner looking for Intranuvo. Lindros is out there without his stick. It was broken. We've got a penalty on the play. And more pushing and shoving behind the goal. It'll be a slashing call, and we'll be back to sort of the penalties. There could be even more coming in just a moment as Intranuvo gets into it with Lindros. Lindros' stick shattered at center ice. And he's got more to say to the opposition. And Internuvo clears it out. Big hit there by Lindros, who drilled Bugner. Lindros makes his presence felt. Now gives him a cross check. Here's Davis.
Have to be careful here. You don't get a hitting from behind penalty. In that case, it was fortunate just to slide up on, sidle up beside him and squeeze him out. And probably actually laid off a little bit. Could have probably hit him harder.
Steve gets it across for Kravich. Lindros looking for the loose puck. He's going toe-to-toe with foot this time. They get their sticks up. Falling out into the crease is Leonard Doozy, and Lindros is right on top of him. Still tied up with Foot, who I think is going to draw a penalty. Foot now sticks his glove in the face of Lindros.
It'll be interesting to see if he draws a second one here. Van Massenhoven easily could have come up again. Lindros being disciplined in this instance, taking the shot from Foot. Matsos comes down on him, and you'll see Foot and Lindros, the tail end of the infraction. You'll see Lindros gives Foot a bit of a shot there. Foot looking around. Foot's a very savvy hockey player. He's very smart. And right there.
Davis now ahead for Burgess. Burgess with a lead pass to Cragwell. In a row. Shoots and scores! Dale Cragwell! And we may have more penalties called here after a scrum at center ice. We've had 2 of those now after goals, and here's what happened.
Lindros goes over and delivers a little lumber to somebody at the Sault Ste. Marie bench. You'll see Teddy Nolan really going at it with Lindros. They've also had a big verbal feud going throughout this series. Ted Nolan is a coach that really does like to chirp at the opposition players.
It's 3-1 now, Oshawa. Don't forget, Sault Ste. Marie came back from a 5-1 deficit to win Game 3 of this series. It's a long way from over yet. Offside is the call at the line, and again we've got pushing and shoving, and now we've got a fight. It's Colin Miller and Claire Cordish right in front of the Oshawa bench. Cordish and Miller. Miller's got his back turned, and Cordish is really giving it to him. Away from the play, they dropped their gloves and went right to it.
Neither one of the players are what you consider heavyweights. Colin Miller and Claire Cordish, 2 finesse hockey players. But in that situation, tempers are really boiling over there. The 2 benches are side by side. There's been a lot of stuff interchanged back and forth. A second fight almost broke out on that play as well.
Weaver bumps in the corner there with Bugner. Davis with a shot, goes just wide. He was drilled by Pappas after he took the shot. Foot across the line. Can't get it ahead, and it's cleared out by the general. Greyhounds trying to get going. Still don't have a shot on this power play. Oh, Jarrett Reed is drilled right at the blue line. And I think that was David Kravitz who nailed him. Here's Green. Puck checked off his stick. Foot now, long lead pass to Basillo. Basillo trying to get around his man. He does. He shoots. He scores. Joe Basillo. A power play goal. And it's 3-2 Oshawa.
Watch Jarrett Reed come down and boom. Kravitz just puts him down. Jarrett Reed, 5'10", 170-odd pounds.
Now it's picked up by his teammate B.J. McPherson. Here's Beasley in the corner now. Muscling there in the corner. Lambert is checked. Here's Foot on the other side. Bumps with O'Hagan. Greyhounds having trouble getting it out, but now they do. Here comes David Matsos now. And we've got a fight back in Sault Ste. Marie territory. It's Brian Gowdy going with Mark Beasley. Beasley, the much taller man. Brian Gowdy gives up quite a bit in this matchup, and Beasley rides him down to the ice.
What Gowdy gives up in size, he makes up for in just toughness. They got him from the Manitoba hockey on a reference from Wayne Babbage, the former NHLer, who coached him there, said pound for pound, he's the toughest hockey player he's ever come across, and that includes all the Sutter brothers. A high recommendation from Babbage.
You'll see an OHL team win the Memorial Cup.
There's Lindros, took Pappas down in the center.
Here's Yob now behind the net. He can't control it, now he has it back. To Jarrett Reed, to Yob behind the net. Yob being watched closely, wrap around, saved by Fountain. And he freezes it as there's more pushing and shoving in front. Mike Fountain in a lot of traffic manages to get the glove on that puck.
A good wraparound by Tony Yob got the puck out in front.
O'Hagan now clears it in front for Hoffman. Lindros has it in the corner. Lindros in front for O'Hagan. It took a hop over his stick, and away come the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. Kenny Lambert has belted along the boards. We've got an injured player behind the play. Looks like it's Wade Whitten who is shaken up. Check that. It's Adam Foote. Adam Foote is down, number 5.
Behind the play, Eric Lindros and Adam Foote were jawing at each other. Eric Lindros jabbed him in the leg with his stick. Adam Foote most definitely embellished this one, I would think, as you watch the replay. Lindros gives him a bit of a spear here, but doesn't really touch him too hard. Adam Foote, as I said, a very savvy hockey player. He looked right over. You see it in the top corner of the screen here. Watch the blade of Lindros' stick go in, and it didn't go in too hard. Well, it was a sensitive area. Adam Foote went down as though he'd been shot. He's done this in the series. Up in Sault Ste. Marie, he went down hard one time, looked up, saw that a penalty was called, jumped up, and then high-fived it with all his teammates, knowing that he's doing full well that he drew the penalty. But the two have had a thing going for the entire series. Here comes Yob coming over, giving Lindros a bit, and Yob goes down and gives it back to Lindros. There's a lot of stuff happening behind the play, and a lot of it involving that young man, Eric Lindros.
Be interesting to see if he can carry that physical style of play over into the NHL, because in the big leagues, when you stick a guy, it may not be Adam Foote, it may be someone like Scott Stevens or Kevin Hatcher, and they're just as big as he is.
Well, a lot of people speculate it'll be interesting to see how he will make the transition to pro hockey.
Lots of play along the board. Jarrett Reed taken in big by Paul O'Hagan. There's O'Hagan still fighting for it with Reed, and they continue to push and shove.
Well, there was a big action at the bench. Rob Pearson was going off the ice, and Rob Pearson, you'll see his stick broken, and the reason it's broken is because he put it into the back of Tony Yob. As Yob was skating off the bench, the gate was open. Yob came back over, got his stick, put it into Pearson's face, and then Matt Hoffman came to Pearson's rescue. And then you see the trainer, Brian Boyce, for the Oshawa Generals, takes a cuff in the head from one of the Oshawa General players. But that all started when Pearson went off the ice just after Yob. Yob had stepped into the gate. The gate was open, and Pearson delivered a pretty good cheap shot from behind with the blade of his stick right into the backside of Tony Yob. He's really come alive tonight in a game when his team really needs him.
Tony Yob now looking for it for Sault Ste. Marie. Fountain fires it away, and he was brought down by Yob behind the play. Fountain is down. A penalty is coming. Mike Fountain is on the ice. He was brought down behind the play. And there'll be a penalty coming to the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds.
Here's a replay as we look at it. Fountain comes out of his net. He's got the puck. And Yob comes in from behind and gives him a slash on the back of the leg. In fact, it wasn't mowing him over. Gave him a good chop right to the unprotected area, right across the back of the leg. And he can't even get up on his leg.
Yob goes off for slashing at 8:26. The Oshawa Generals will go on the power play, but Cornish across the line. Scott Lewis moves up into the play. Cornish right in front, taps it right through the crease. Good chance there for Clark Cornish. Scott Lewis now centers it. Pass is intercepted there. There's another player down on the ice.
That'll be Jason Denemy goes down on a punch in the face from Scott Lewis. Teddy Nolan is furious, standing up at the bench yelling at Van Massenhoven. Denemy too. You'll see Lewis come up with the glove right into the face. Right, boom, there. Tyson Ruddick.
And Lewick remains on the ice. No call there. Lewick gets away with one. Craigwell almost came away with it. And now the Oshawa Generals do have control of the puck. Right in front, they score! Jan Benda takes the pass from Dale Craigwell. Here's Sean Imber now. Foot didn't see the puck. It goes all the way up to Tony Yob. He's banged in the boards by Rob Pearson. Here comes Colin Miller now. Miller across the blue line. Foot managed to stay onside. Now here's Colin Miller right in front. Shoots! The puck came off the moorings, and it's no goal. The goal is waved off as Colin Miller put it into the cage, and now he's got a fight in front of the goal. It's Eric Lindros. Lindros and Tony Yob going toe-to-toe right in front of the goal. And now Lindros
pummels Tony Yob to the delight of this Oshawa crowd. Eric Lindros got the right hand loose and really gave it to Tony Yob. And that's payback for something that happened earlier in the series when Yob cross-checked Lindros. That'll be the game for Eric Lindros. He leaves with 57 seconds left and his team up by 2. The question now is, will the fans here at Oshawa see him again? The bloodied Eric Lindros leaves the ice after a fight with Tony Yob.
More important than the fight was the disallowed goal. Mike Fountain, the net came off the moorings. Rick Kornacki right now yakking with the Sault Ste. Marie players as Lindros went off the ice. A couple of Sault Ste. Marie players waved their glove over the boards. Kornacki now getting into it hot and heavy with the Sault Ste. Marie players.